Hello there, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. And I have 3 different setups that would be construed as a ring pour, but I'm probably going to use them as traveling ribbon pours. And these colors were the first set, which consists of some golden, magenta with iridescent pearl fine in it, some leftover art mines that they no longer make anymore that have iridescence in them, which you could make yourself, some folk art, neon, multi-surface purple, and these colors are every kind of yellow, and I've mixed them. There's Anita's, there's Master's Touch from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to get them out of here, and I'm going to bring my 16 by 20 inch canvas over and use my OXO omelet turning spatula to spread that white paint. Best paint spreading tool around, better with glasses, for me at least. So I don't usually do ring pours with a layer of white paint, but I might want to keep some negative space, and my intention is to use the edge catchers I have handy, which are nothing more than the previously been used, cut down 16 by 20 inch plastic sheets that come in the front of Artist Loft. I have tweezers now. Yes, I love having tweezers handy. It means if I see something I can make it go away easier than I used to be able to do with fingernails. So what I've been doing and what I want to do is looping my traveling ribbons so that they can be spread out. And this was going to be a waste today. I thought it was going to be rainy, and it never turned out to be rainy. So I want to do something rather than waste the day for me that I want to play with. And hopefully someday I'll have good weather again to do some scapes. I'm going to knock that paint right off of there and then wipe off my spatula. This is my studio rag. I keep it wet. It's made from, I'm using the smooth side of a what used to be sweatpants or a sweatshirt or something similar. I'm going to have to do that right again. Alright, my pants are also paint rags. So let's hope that this works. And I really want some more yellow. So this is what I've been doing. I've been squeezing a little white in between every layer. And then the color I want next. And this time, I really want to be super out there creative, and that orange is going to take right over, which is really okay at this point. Not so much loops as back and forth zigzags. Let's see if I can fix that orange with some more white and some more yellow. And I do intend on using the rest of these things. And I've got a dog food bag up on my tile to catch some paint. And I'm going to use an edge catcher. And whatever happens to fall on that edge catcher is fair game for me to remove. I would like to use it so I can have the trajectory I'm interested in. I've never gone quite so large. You know what? I'm going to use that right now. I'm going to take that paint, using my OXO omelet turning spatula, put it right back on the canvas. I didn't use any enamels this time because I wasn't looking for cells, but it looks like I'm going to get them anyway, so whatever. This is a much bigger zebra. It's a tutti frutti zebra. And I want that paint to go that way. And it's obviously going to drip right down onto my edge catcher again. It does not matter how I start because I will be adding more colors. And because as I go along, I can take the paint off my edge catcher and put it down right where I might happen to want it, which could be right there. My next painting, I'm thinking about just doing a spatula swipe You know what? I want that paint off there. This is a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula. They are both, the OXO omelet turning spatula in my hand and the Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula are both on my Amazon link under Show More under the video. And when you shop there, it's at no added cost to you, but it helps keep me here at YouTube by helping me pay my art supply bills. So I really appreciate that. So over here is kind of naked, and I'm wondering what I'm going to do with that, but I got a pretty good idea right now. I'm kind of thinking if I leave enough white space in between, I'll be able to have some negative space when I'm done. I don't want to pour much off the canvas. I do want to clean up my tools. If you don't clean your spatulas, you'll come back and there'll be little tiny gritty filaments of paint dried on there. This might be really fast. I'm going to put that edge catcher back up there again. And then I'm going to think about which direction I might want that to actually travel. Whoa! Fortunately, the shirt is a paint shirt, so I'm not too thrilled about that, but really and truly, I have plenty of other things I can add in there in a moment. And I really like seeing the negative spaces still here. You never know what I might do with this. I could just go nuts and add black in the end to make it really dramatic, which would be okay with me too, actually. But right now, it's just using bright colors and having some fun, which is something I've been thinking about for a lot longer than you can imagine. I mean, I'm sure you think I already think that way all the time anyway, but nope, not necessarily. So I have more paint in that other container. Yeah, but it's almost empty and I want to put some more white in there and use that up. I think I'm just going to put it right in a squeeze instead of a layer. Come on out. Out you come. Now before I go on with what's left of that, I think I'm going to see where it's going to go first. Sort of squeeze them together a little bit, creating a really different pattern, but I am changing that area that I wanted to change. I'm watching where my flow is going. I'm going to tip right back all the way in the other direction again. Then I'm going to bring it right down. Hopefully you can see some of that. It's an interesting process. Could be important that you have a lot more of one of the, either the purple or the orange, and it looks like there's a lot more orange so far, but that doesn't mean anything. And I could change my mind about anything at any moment and make up a whole new pour container. I really want some black and white in there, I gotta tell you what. But I'm going to try my little cupcake container, which I have some orange in there that didn't get shaken first, so it had a little Floetrol. I'm losing my negative space, but I'm just learning how to do this particular style of colorful zebra. And I kind of want to think about whether now's the time if I want to add something like so. To do that, bring my edge catcher back again. I do have chain and spatulas, and it would be kind of cool to, you know, just say, why don't we swipe? I think that's going to come over here, and I'm not going to worry about that pink melding, because once that paint hits that edge, I'm going to rock my edge catcher to cover the edge anyway. hating it. It's not exactly what I want yet, by any stretch, actually. But it's still pretty cool. I'm not complaining yet. I'm going to grab a little more of the orange. I'm not going to put any white in this time, and I'm going to see what happens with that. Come on out. Out you come. Slow. I don't understand slow. It's not cold out here today. I really still want to do the black and white. And I've got other paint I can consolidate with my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula, put them all into one container and use them. Because I don't think you can make mud with orange and yellow. You can only make more yellow. It's not keeping me from wanting the black yet. I kind of like that. What else have I got? I've got purple. I didn't use any dark purple in there. Maybe I should pull some out. I think that that might help. And of course it's sealed up. Ah, I got some. Not much, but I got some. Let's see if we can get that to come out. It's a lot of paint. I don't suppose I'm being what you'd call really super careful about where it's going either, which might be a good idea. When I did my last zebra pour that worked, I took a little time as I went to really look at and sort of plan out at that moment where I might want things. I don't know if I'm going to count this as a success yet, but that purple is right here. And I think the drama of the darkness is helpful. Also, the tip is almost shut, which means I like that. There. Cool. We don't know what's going to happen yet. That's cheerful. I have that other color, that magenta that I like. I don't even see that in here. And I am going to still tip this. And I think that's the last of that magenta I want to add in there right now. I could blow some stuff around with a straw. Let's try that and see what happens. If you think we got cells now, you should see what would happen if we swipe this. Which is very tempting. I don't think I really even finished tilting. I'm going to grab my edge catcher again. I kind of like that purple. I'm not sure I'm going to like it as much as I did when I put it on as a... But you never know. That could change right quick. I could like that a lot. And I kind of do, actually. Got some great colors. I got to pay attention now. This is all the result. All this wasted paint, which is probably not something I'm actually going to waste, but it looks like waste. All this wasted paint is a residual of my having done lots and lots of blooms. Come on, off of there. Everything's sticking. I can't even lift that. Come on. All right. Well, I'm going to take a chance on an unlevel painting and move that out of the way for a minute. That's pretty cool. I don't mind that at all. That's really cool, actually. I'm picking up everything that's underneath the painting. So I'm going to take some of this beautiful paint and just add it to the picture where I want it. Because why not? Because I can. Hey, that's the name of my first book. Under Show More on the Amazon link, under the video. I might have to tilt those. And I might have to take this away now. There we go. It's pretty cool. Actually, those don't bother me a bit. I'm liking this. It doesn't have a focal point yet. So maybe tomorrow I'll go back in with another ring. Or not. I've got another edge catcher. I've got a lot of paint. I use GAC 800 by Golden on all of my paint mixtures. When they're fluid acrylics at least. So that means they don't crack. I like that salvaged paint. I really kind of want to swipe some places, but the color I want to swipe with is the Prussian blue. And I was thinking about doing spatula pours. I got 2 minutes to tell you guys whatever I'm going to tell you. Do I want to do a spatula pour? Ooh, swipe somewhere? This is actually pretty cool in a lot of ways. And I'm not sure where I would put it, actually. Maybe we should do it without... Maybe we shouldn't do it at all. Maybe I should try it over here and see how I like that. Because I can still tip that. So if you guys want to help me out, watch the videos longer. It's the only thing that the YouTube algorithm understands, and when the algorithm sees that you watch longer, then it places my videos where more people like you can see me, and I appreciate that. Okay, so that didn't do what I wanted it to do at all. But it's Prussian blue now. And in spite of putting the straw in a puddle of paint and then putting it in my mouth, I'm okay with that. Not with the paint, just with the mark. It's a because I can moment, and it's fun. I'm having fun. And I think I could manipulate those too. There, that's interesting, and it just makes me want to grab a basting brush and do a little bit of extracurricular activity. I still got a minute left. I know I didn't tell you guys everything. If you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I would love that. Teespring Clothing under the video has all over print t-shirts and leggings. I'm wiping paint on my face off my arm. Ah! Anyway, so this is cool, and I want to do it again. Blow it out. No paint, please. And swipe it along. I'll just have to add it to the stripes. And blue and purple, excuse me, blue and yellow usually make green. I'm not unhappy with that. I think there's got to be one more though. That must be the one. I love you guys. There's almost 86,000 of you. There's over 1,200 videos, so if you're interested in binge watching, please feel free. I don't know what's going to happen when I torch this, but I better get to it quick if you want to see that. And I like it. I wasn't sure how I was feeling about it. This is not a less is more thing. This is a more is more thing. I'll be touching up my edges for a few minutes, but other than that, it's pretty well done. Except for the odd basting brush just deciding to descend into the painting, which is something else I wanted to do anyway. Best to do that before you torch.